Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your February 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Virgo, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. So Virgo, before that big clump of cards fell out here, I was feeling here about a position of power, being empowered even, releasing some sort of expectation that you had around a situation. And Leo also got this kind of energy that I was feeling. Some of you may have strong Leo in your chart. Some of you may be on that Leo Virgo cusp, but I am feeling that there's big change coming in here for you. And it wouldn't surprise me, which you already have 3 major arcana, but it wouldn't surprise me to see even that tower, that judgment card. There's some big shifts, big portals opening in the month of February that are freeing us from feeling like we don't have our power, feeling like we don't have a say when really we do. Yeah, there it is. The same card as well that Leo received. If you've had a recent tower, or if something really difficult has been happening for you, you may want to check out that reading as well. So what we're going to do here is take a look at health, wealth, and abundance, along with any other messages that do show up for you, Virgo. I'm just going to pull all the cards here. They're also giving me 2 names. Now, I don't know if these names go together. If it's someone's name, that would be pretty amazing. If it's combined, or if this is separate, it could be your name, someone in your energy. It could be a middle name, last name, first name, or it's a street or a place. Please take it as it resonates for you. I'm getting here Ethan, the name Ethan, and Lucas. Ethan, so I don't know if it's Ethan Lucas combined, because it was showing me the combination at the same time, but it certainly could be separated as well. So either Ethan or Lucas or together. All right, let's dive into your energy here. A lot of heart, a lot of cups, a lot of emotion here, Virgo. I am feeling, excuse me, I am feeling as well that, well, there's the tower. Even though we don't see the tower showing up here in your reading, we do have the judgment card, we have the high priestess, we have the star, and we have the chariot. So really powerful new beginnings on the horizon here for you. So diving into the category of health, please see the medical disclaimer in the description box below. I get that a lot of you have really started to hone into the bigger picture, the holistic side of things, the spiritual side of things. You're taking a look at what the root of an issue or problem is, whether it's, excuse me, mentally, physically, spiritually. You're taking a look at the underlying condition or problem of a situation. So some of you have been feeling the ascension symptoms, because you do have ascension here. And I've talked about this in another reading. It may have been the all signs healers reading, but a lot of us are feeling those signs of ascension because we are catching up to the beautiful 5D frequency that our wonderful Mother Earth holds. And with these ascension symptoms, you may feel a ringing in your ears. There could be a complete energy of hearing things at a deeper level where you're able to hear maybe your heartbeat, you're able to hear sounds that may be very, very far away from you. This may have to do with scent as well as eyes. Some of you are seeing sparks or flashes of different things. You may also be feeling pressure to the third eye region, and you're opening up the channel of divine love that comes through that crown chakra. This is the high priestess. This is about listening to what's going on around you. There's a sense of awareness because you also have the knowledge card, or excuse me, the education. So you may be really diving into the things that are happening around you. What does this mean for you? And if you're not able to receive messages from your intuition, or answers, I should say, you may be speaking to a holistic professional, a nutritionist, a seeker, a healer, a Reiki practitioner, even a therapist, but I do feel like you are paying attention to what's going on around you. But that high priestess, she doesn't need to say much. She just tunes in. And that's what I feel is happening for you on a deeper level, Virgo. Education is about books. Some of you are really taking that into consideration when it comes to learning, knowledge, putting yourself on maybe a course online, a study course. You may be going back to school. Your intuition is really, really high this month, so trust it. When it does come to your health, if something within the body is trying to get your attention, pay attention. Whether it is, tingling in the fingers, whether it is a stubbed toe, it could be a hip pain that you've had, it could be persistent pain in the shoulder region. Take a look at what that means for you. Louise Hay has a really wonderful book, You Can Heal Your Life. Take a look at what that metaphysical reasoning behind the illness means for you. But do pay attention to what's going on around you, what messages you're receiving from the divine, and what your gut instincts are pointing out to you at this time, because they're correct. Now, we also have here the Judgment card, which I really was feeling this energy strong in the Leo reading. But this here is all about a second chance for you to blossom, for you to grow and evolve and take something to the next level, especially when it comes to career, when it comes to love, when it comes to your health. Now, even though a lot of these bonus readings have been very deep, it goes beyond the physical. It goes beyond just career or just a relationship or just health. Some of you may be saying, well, but Melissa, that's what we live for, right? Are those things here on earth. But this is a 7 global year in numerology. And 7s are all about that spiritual side and us making sure we're aligned with our soul purpose. We came down here on earth to expand, to gain knowledge, to evolve. And that's exactly what you're doing. So trust in that. You have a second chance to really align with that purpose. Some of you may be considering teaching spiritual gifts even to others. You may be really focused on this healing that you're doing because you have healing showing up. This is the Star card, breaking free from some sort of chains that have held you back. When the Star card shows up, this promises guidance, hope, peace, and healing. So I love that it's showing up in your health category here. Now, some of you as well, you may have been working on all the chakras. I'm getting here a major balance amongst all of them. And I was actually just reading the other day, I think last night, I forget what book it is, but it talks about us being in alignment. It's kind of like a kink in the hose. When you think of a garden hose, sometimes we wrap up that garden hose and sometimes there's kinks and we are aware of it because that flow isn't as strong as it would be, but sometimes we don't know where the kink comes from. We don't necessarily know how to get it out. Sometimes it can have more than one kink or a really big one. It is your responsibility to take a look at what those kinks are in your body, in your energy field. No one else on earth is going to know more about those kinks than you. And that's very important, Virgo. We can see healers, we can see professionals, we can see people outside of ourselves. Now, I'm not saying don't do that, but most importantly, make sure that your first and foremost is you tuning into you because your body knows. And this is something I've always said, which is really important. Our body knows how to heal itself. We don't have to tell our body to breathe each day. We don't have to tell our stomach to digest. We don't have to tell ourselves to heal from a scrape or a bruise. Sometimes, yes, we do need that additional external help to speed up the healing process or to find those quote unquote kinks within the body, but you're doing that and you have a second chance to trust what your intuition is telling you when it comes to the body, mind, soul, energy, and heal a situation. Now, when it comes to, let's see here, wealth category, wow, some of you have a second chance here to chase those dreams, to be all in, to go for it, to shoot for the stars, which you have the star here. You have a second chance to maybe go into a spiritual profession or career, a healing path. For others of you, even if it's not that spiritual or healing energy or path, I should say, you're still in alignment with that energy. So on the surface, it may be a different type of career, but spiritually, you're aligned with it. This Ace of Wands showing up is powerful. It's one of the most passionate, exciting cards in tarot. It's about you feeling inspired, feeling that desire, that passion, that creativity and optimism that bubbles up within your chakras, right? And you're able to see that balance. There's all the chakras there. And I feel like that's what you're doing here is you're listening to each one. You're listening to the whisper of your heart. You're trusting in your sacral chakra to deliver a creative new spin on what you would like to see manifesting. You're trusting in your solar plexus to be the guiding power and the light, that lighthouse that shines upon everything you do. You're trusting in your root chakra to build a solid foundation for you that it already has, but sometimes we tend to question because of external instability. When this Ace of Wands shows up, Virgo, this is about a new sense of purpose. Whether it's in your career, whether it is in your love life, or within just as a whole, you feeling inspired to be you on all levels. I'm getting here authenticity is very, very important. There's ideas that you have that maybe you've held in. This is time for you to shine your light. This is time for you to shoot big, shoot for those stars here. You have a second chance to do so. Take it. Because sometimes when we're not living our purpose, that's when we get all of those kinks in our hose. And that hose, whether you want to think of it as a garden hose, but that hose is the direct connection to source. And that's what that book was saying is, and I feel that way as well, but I love how she put it, that kink, we always have that divine source on. That flow is always readily available. But when we are feeling misaligned, when we are feeling like we are not changing, or we're ignoring the calling, ignoring the wounds, judging ourselves, judging others, or being in an energy of judgment, to criticism, fear, blame, shame, all those lower frequencies, we have a hard time living our purpose, and that creates the kinks when we don't look at what they are. You have everything within you to tap in to that source, tap in and have that free flow of energy showing up for you, Virgo. Very powerful reading here. Now we also have, when it comes to health, which we kind of looked into. Wow, you have 2 aces showing up here. I haven't even peeked here. 3 aces. Wow, you have 3 aces combined with that Chariot. So definitely movement after a time of feeling stuck. So when we're feeling stuck, that can affect our root or base chakra, which is located at the perineum level or at the base of the spine. And that can affect our feet, our knees, our legs. Some of you may have been feeling really heavy in those areas. You may have felt, maybe you have stubbed a toe, sprained an ankle, you had bruises maybe on your legs, or you felt pressure in your hips and even your lower back because you felt stagnant, like things weren't speeding up. Well, boy, oh boy, Virgo, you have this second chance here to move. It may be very beneficial for you to do some yoga, for you to do some walking, hiking, biking, cycling, to get that lower chakra region moving. Now, when it comes to wealth, I know I'm kind of skipping around here, but when it comes to wealth, you have a new opportunity. You have the 4 of Cups. This is about, yes, you may have missed out on opportunities in the past, but remember, one of my favorite sayings and quotes I love is either this or something better. So if something was passed by, rejected, or it didn't come to you in the way that you had thought, it's because either the timing wasn't right or there was something better coming in for you. And sometimes we set the expectation of this is it. This has to be what we're doing. This is the job, or this is the relationship. And we hold so tight through attachments, and attachments cause that kink. Okay? Attachments can cause that kink in our flow, and it can cause expectations. And I feel like there's a new opportunity here for you to align with the energy of abundance, money, to be in flow, to be able to get that job that you want, or build that business, or have some sort of back pay coming your way, or money's owed to you. This is a very beautiful opportunity coming in regarding wealth. Now let's just peek at the wealth cards here as well before we move on. You have the Tower, which talks about earning power, building a business, making sound decisions. You may have a corporate job. Some of you are moving or leaving the corporate world to do your own thing. This can be about feeling unstable. Like I said, that root chakra is highlighted here. Even though we don't have the base or root chakra card, I feel that intuitively for you, But trust your intuition. You have a second chance. Even if things feel unstable, you will build that solid foundation within you. You already have access to it. You already know it's there. It's about trusting that things are built on that solid foundation. Yes, things go on in the external world that threaten our foundation, but you are supported here. You have the heart card. This does talk about joint finances. It says literally being supported. I love that. Now, we talked about maybe being a counselor or guide, or seeing a counselor, a guide, a coach, a mentor, a healer, or having a job, Virgo, that you love. This is about you taking a look at emotional spending as well. Some of you, it's not beneficial to go Etsy shopping or Amazon shopping at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I'm also getting here that there could be some sort of joint venture, whether it's through joint finances, you and a significant other, or you may be partnering, collaborating, or connecting with another entity, partnership, or again, corporation that may help you get out of some sort of financial setbacks that you've had, because you have choices here. This is about you sticking to it. There's some opportunities coming up here. I feel there could be more than one, absolutely. And you're narrowing it down. Trust your intuition. One may seem better than another. One may seem like, wow, this is it. It has higher pay. It has better incentives. But your heart may not be in it. Your heart may be in the job that has offered a lower pay, or it may be closer to home, or it may benefit your family more. Trust your intuition. Don't just go with what is shiny, okay? Because not all that glitters is gold. Not all that looks to be wrapped up in a package with a pretty pink bow is going to be great on the inside. So trust your intuition to guide you to the opportunity that's going to be fulfilling, that is going to be aligned with your purpose, that is going to bring about this sense of passion, this new reinvention of yourself. This new opportunity is going to make you feel good, not burnt out. It's going to make you feel like you have more energy, not lack of energy. It's not going to deplete you as something has in the past. So this is really good coming in. You may even be taking a certification course, going back to school, again, doing some training. You could be learning as you go. Tactile learning. Some of you may be getting a management position or higher rank as well. I do feel that you're learning something new. It doesn't mean that you're going back to school, but it means you're opening up your mind to a new way of thinking, doing, being, and learning. So what else do we have? Yeah, ascension. Excuse me. Not only are you ascending here, I feel like you, because your energy is raising and vibrating at a higher level, you're attracting new opportunities that are going to vibe at that same level that you've grown to. That's what ascension is. Stay aware of what's going on around you. You will. You have that High Priestess card. This is about personal growth. Meditate on some of these opportunities with the Seven of Cups that you have showing up. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed. Sometimes your daydreams get the best of you. This is about turning some of those daydreams into reality and choosing. If you feel overwhelmed on indecisive energy, or you don't want to make the wrong choice, meditate, go inward, trust your intuition, because spirit always, again, you always have that source energy. You always have that flow, that tap of unlimited energy that you can tune into at any time that can bring clarity towards you. Now, Virgo, when it comes to abundance, boy, oh boy, do you have some magic. You have double aces. You almost have all aces out. The only ace I don't see is the Ace of Swords, and that's okay. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Those are all the best aces. I mean, Ace of Swords is about gaining clarity, which I feel like you already have through your intuition. So this could be strengthening bonds, whether it is strengthening bonds within your career. I feel like this is your stability, because this is Pentacles energy, where Pentacles is all about finances, material gains, prosperity, but it also is the health and the body. But it can be moving in with another person, because you do have joint finances. For others of you, this is unlimited potential in prosperity and wealth. This is success. It is abundance. It could be inheritance as well. You've missed an opportunity in the past, or if you feel like you did, here it is coming up for you. Something better, either this or something better, as I always love to say. And I think I read that from either Brene Brown or Gabrielle Bernstein likes to say that, either this or something better. strengthening those bonds. Now you have the Chariot energy. This is success. Some of you may be moving, relocating, traveling, or you may be getting a new vehicle. I'm getting something here with the company vehicle. They're also giving me the Carlton. The Carlton. Now I think, isn't that a hotel? The Carlton, or maybe someone's name is Carlton, or maybe it's a street. It could be a location. Please take that as it resonates. Okay, you could be moving near a place. You may be staying in a hotel. That's the Carlton. Again, they're just bringing that in quite strong, but I feel like it may be more of a business or more of a title or an energy of that nature versus a name, but it certainly could be a name of a person. A lot of success here coming in for you, Virgo. I love this energy. When this Cancerian Chariot shows up, it's about your drive, your ambition. It is about moving forward and being successful, but you're not allowing yourself to feel burnt out. That's the beauty of the success. You are working smarter, not harder, which is a really big theme that Spirit's been telling me for 2023, is we are finding new solutions, new ways of doing things. Yes, our ancestors worked very, very, very hard. They worked to put a solid foundation in place here, but we can learn from them as well. We can learn that we don't have to work, 8, 10, 12, 16, 20-hour days, even when we are an entrepreneur or we are business owners, that we don't have to put in so much time that we're missing out on life, because we're not here to work and slave our lives away. This is about you moving forward and being triumphant, but still managing your personal time with your professional time. Healthy boundaries. Now, others of you, if you are looking for love, then this is the ripe time to manifest it. If you're looking to love what it is that you do in your career, Virgo, then this is the time. The Ace of Cups here offers you a new opportunity, a new expression here for overflowing emotions of self-love. This is about a soul-quenching renewal, feeling inspired. It can certainly be a new connection coming in, whether with, again, a person, a partnership. I am getting here, especially because you do have the Heart card. You're being supported, and you're realizing that you are supported at this time. When you start to iron out those kinks of whatever was going on in the past, you're able to flow more freely. And I feel February is a really wonderful month for you. You may have a second chance here with someone. If you're looking for a second chance, whether it's with a sister, a brother, a child, a family member, a lover, I feel like there's love showing up here. If you want to move forward in a new business idea, or maybe in your corporate job, I feel like there's advancement, there's growth here. Really beautiful. Now, your final cards are strong potential. And a lot of people don't like that word potential, right? Because it hasn't happened. I think the word potential actually stems from your intuition, knowing that something is going to be quite wonderful. And that may be what keeps us in that state. But don't sit on potential forever. Manifest it or move to the next. Now, this is about you really being able to manifest here. And I see that with all three of these four major arcana showing up. Few of the best ones here. Judgment card is saying you have this new potential here. Take it. You're moving forward with this Cancer energy. You're healing. You're shining. Some of you, this could be fortune and fame. For others of you, you're getting a lot of recognition here. You may be tapping into the divine, and you may be sharing your gifts, teaching them as well. There could be a relationship that comes in that has that potential to really last the distance. You can see things clearly, I feel. And you have, lastly, the Cabin. This is about home matters, Virgo. Some of you, yes, there could be a relocation. Some of you are moving in with a person. You may be purchasing real estate, selling a home, or creating a stronger sense of stability for you and your family. There could be someone's spouse just got relocated or just got employed by a new company as well. I'm sensing that. You may also become an empty nester. There is someone here that may be moving out because there's a new opportunity here. I'm getting that you're rebuilding, and you're rebuilding. You're not completely tearing down this structure, but you can see here within this cabin that there's some outdated energy, outdated wood, some boards that may just need a little bit of love, a little bit of TLC. And that's what I feel is showing up here. You're not tearing down the whole foundation in a sense, and this is your energy I'm talking about, not just the home. Some of you may be building a home or remodeling or re-updating your space. But I feel on an energetic level, it's just about you taking away any of the old beliefs or old programming, and you're figuring out ways to work smarter, not harder. Instead of you tearing something completely down, some of you, yes, it may be that there's been a tower and you've had to start over, but for others of you, you're healing the pieces that aren't good any longer for you, okay, in whatever area of your life that resonates with. So really powerful reading here. I'm loving this energy for you. If you have been going again through that big tower and things do seem a little bit challenging for you, and you have Leo in your chart, or you may be on that cusp, or if that is just your energy and you're feeling pulled towards that strength, you may want to visit that Leo reading for the bonus, because it's looking good. It's almost like the Leo is one step but not behind, but it's like I'm seeing a forward movement here. There's an energy of a replay, a repeat, where this is where Leo will be in time sooner rather than later. So I hope this resonates with you, Virgos. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. Lots of love.